All right, let's get into this one. A subscriber actually sent us this story. And let me tell you, it's a real life account that is absolutely guaranteed to send a shiver down your spine.
You know how these things start, right? Totally innocent. Just four friends on a road trip, heading to a wedding. They're driving late at night through the mountains of Jammu and Kashmir, a drive they've done before. But this time, something is waiting for them out there on that dark road. Listen to these words. This is just the beginning. See what lies ahead. I mean, how chilling is that? These are the exact words one of the friends is going to say later that night, but it won't be in his own voice. It's like a terrifying prophecy for an ordeal that's about to push them to the absolute brink.
So our story kicks off on this incredibly tense night in Jammu and Kashmir, where the real-world danger just makes the supernatural horror that's coming feel so much worse. Okay, so let's set the scene. The date is October 2016. This is just days after the Indian Army's surgical strike, so you can imagine tensions with Pakistan are sky high. The whole region is on high alert, travel is restricted, and the roads, well, at night, they're completely deserted and, frankly, dangerous. This is the isolated, eerie backdrop for what's about to happen. So, who are we talking about here? Meet the crew. First, there's Manish. He's the one who actually shared this whole story with us. His friend Neeraj, who's only 18, is driving their white Fortuner. In the back, you've got his 14-year-old brother Vinay and their 14-year-old cousin, Aman. And this is important. Aman is known for being, well, pretty easily spooked. They head out from Udhampur around 10 p.m. And at first, everything's great. The music's blasting, they're all laughing and joking around. But as they drive further and further towards this place, Pokalparistan, the whole vibe just changes. The roads become empty, shops are all shuttered. Pretty soon they realize they are the only car out there for miles. They're completely alone in the pitch-black darkness. And as they keep going, they start getting close to a spot with a seriously terrifying reputation, a place the locals have a name for, Huni Nala, which translates to the bloody drain. And this is where their trip goes from just being a little unsettling to a full-blown nightmare. It all starts with a sound. It's about 12:30 in the morning. Out of nowhere, bam, a heavy, sickening thud right on the roof of the car. And it's not like something just fell on it. No, it sounded like something heavy was being dragged right across the top. In the back, Aman just starts screaming. Neeraj, trying to be the calm one, says, hey, it was probably just an animal, but there was no growl, no scratching sounds, just that dead, heavy, dragging weight.
And then comes the smell. Ugh, it's this overpowering, foul stench. Manish said it smelled exactly like a burning corpse. And here's the truly terrifying part. All the windows were rolled up tight. But the smell just kept getting stronger and stronger the closer they got to that infamous bridge. Right before they get to the bridge, their headlights catch something. It's a crashed car. And standing next to it is a woman holding a small child. They both look like they're bleeding from their heads. She's waving at them, just frantically trying to get help, and her husband is lying totally still on the ground. I mean, what a horrifying sight. The boys have to make a choice, right? Do you stop and help, or do you just keep driving?
So, against their gut feeling, Manish and Neeraj decide they have to help. They get out of the car, but as they walk closer, the woman's crying just stops. They look at her face, and in a split second, it completely distorts. Her eyes turn into these deep, black, empty holes. And the husband, the one on the ground, he starts to move. And then, in this low, inhuman voice, the thing that looks like a woman speaks. It says, "Come on, someone stopped." Her husband lurches to his feet, and they both start coming right for them. The boys just sprint back to the car, slam the door shut, and this thing starts banging on the windows as Neeraj is desperately trying to get the car moving and get them out of there. They tear out of there, hearts just pounding out of their chests, leaving those things behind. Aman has actually fainted in the back seat. And for a second, they hope that the worst is over. But it's not even close. Something else is waiting for them just up the road. A few kilometers down the road, their headlights hit another figure. This time, it's a man dressed in a white kurta pajama with a red turban, just sitting perfectly still on a horse. Right in the dead center of the road. He's completely blocking their way. Neeraj lays on the horn, again and again and again. But the man and the horse, they don't even flinch. Not a single movement. So Neeraj has to swerve around him and he floors it. But maybe 2 kilometers later, he's there again. The same man, the same horse, in the exact same spot. They pass him, speed up, and 2 kilometers later, boom, there he is again. This happens 6 times. 6. Just this silent, inescapable phantom that keeps appearing in front of them no matter what they do. After the 6th time, Ammon, who's been totally silent in the back, suddenly shoots bolt upright. And then, in a voice that's this terrifying mix of his own and some old man's, he says those words. This is just the beginning. See what lies ahead. Think about that for a second. The thing that was stalking them isn't just outside the car anymore. It's inside with them, and it's speaking through Ammon. And its next move is designed to make them completely physically helpless. They're on the most remote, desolate part of the entire road. There's nothing around for miles. And on one side, there's a 3,000-foot drop into a ravine. And right then, Neeraj feels the car lurch. Of course, a rear tire is totally flat. They are stranded. With Ammon just muttering these strange things in the back, Manish and Neeraj have to get out to change the tire. And their fear is at an absolute all-time high. Okay, so what happens next is it's just not possible. They get the flat tire off and lay it on the ground. As they're grabbing the spare, they watch in total horror as the tire, all on its own, lifts itself up and stands on its edge. And then it just slowly rolls right to the edge of the cliff and disappears into the giant ravine below. And there was no sound, no thud as it hit the bottom, no echo, just silence. And right as the tire vanishes into the darkness, Ammon's chilling double voice cuts through the air from inside the car. He took your tire. That's the moment they know, for sure, that some powerful, evil force is just toying with them. At this point, they give up on fixing the car. They just jump back in and drive recklessly on the flat tire, and somehow, miraculously, they make it to their friend's village. As soon as they arrive, the strange stuff just stops, and Ammon snaps out of it, with zero memory of anything that happened. The next morning, they tell the village elders their story, and that's when they finally get some truly terrifying answers. The elders, they hear the story about the horseman, and they immediately know. They tell them he was a pretraj. In their local folklore, that's a specific kind of powerful, evil spirit. A ghost that doesn't just want to scare you, it wants to take your soul. So the elders lay it all out for them. That place, Kuninala, it's haunted by the ghost of a pregnant woman who died in a tunnel collapse, and now her spirit causes other accidents. The ghost of all those other accident victims haunt the road too. But the horseman, the Pretraj, was different. It was specifically after Ammon. And the only reason it couldn't take him, they said, was because of the small statue of the deity, Bajrang Bali, they had on their car's dashboard. That little idol was the only thing that saved them. So think about that. The Predadraw was powerful enough to possess someone and move a heavy tire, but it couldn't get past that small statue. It couldn't take Ammon, so it settled for taking their tire instead. This just leaves us with one last, really unsettling question, doesn't it? The boys were lucky. They had protection. But what about all the other people who traveled down that lonely, haunted road? What happens to them when they're unprotected?